Thank you. I want to thank Chairwoman Maloney for your friendship and your tenacity in this regard, and for the hearing today and the bill that we have in front of us that is so important for accountability. I want to thank the two attorney generals and the advocates, everyone who's on this call, for their passion and tenacity. This is about accountability and justice for one of the great crimes of suffering in the history of this country. 500,000 people have lost their lives. Pain that nothing will help with to the families who lost loved ones. The Sacklers are willing to pay $225 million in the proposed settlement, 2% of their net worth, in spite of the fact that the CDC claims their investigation shows that it costs Americans, the opioid epidemic, $80 billion a year. $80 billion a year to American taxpayers lost, and they're willing to sell for their role for $225 million, 2%. During this time of opioid crisis, America which has 4% of the world's population, has grown to consume 80% of the painkillers. This isn't right. I come here today because of constituents who have lost children. I come here today for justice for Joey Rivera, a freshman in college who, because of a opioid overprescribing doctor in Los Angeles, who's now serving a lifetime sentence in state prison in California, Joey, his mom, April, came to me and told the story about how he lost his life. I'm here for Bob and Carmen Pack, who went out for a walk on a Sunday afternoon in 2003, and a driver who was doctor shopping to 6 different doctors, was overprescribed and under the influence, swerved off the road on a Sunday afternoon and killed 2 of their kids, and almost killed Carmen Park, Bob Pack's wife, who was pregnant at the time, and came to me and told me their story. We introduced legislation with then Attorney General Kamala Harris, who I work closely with, merely to upgrade the prescription monitoring system in California, the first in the country, but was woefully underfunded. To bring it up to date, the cure system. I watched Purdue farmers lobbyists do everything they can to stop us. And they switched votes, colleagues and friends who promised to vote for my bill, and the Attorney General, who flipped. And it was because the Los Angeles Times, an intrepid journalist and good writers, many of whom will be with us today in many ways, because of their transparency and their dogmas, those journalists, we got the votes and got the bill signed into law, and then made it the system Bob did after I left the legislature to continue to strengthen it, to save lives. And lastly, I wanted to thank Elijah Cummings, that the chairwoman is following in such an admirable way. Elijah's dancing with the angels right now. He's looking down at us, but he listened and he was passionate about this issue. So Elijah, I know you're here with us today. Thank you so much to everybody, to my colleagues, Republicans and Democrats. We have to act on this. We have to close this loophole. We can't let this family get away with what they've done. 500,000 deaths. Thanks so much, Madam Chairman.